Hello, everyone. My name is Tim B. Green, and this is Crush It Club episode 21. 21 days, 21 videos. This episode is meta marketing. Be what you sell. Now, the reason I'm doing this is I've seen a few things online, which I thought were kind of laughable, not because the products weren't great, but because they were marketing something, but not actually demonstrating something. So I'll give you the specific example, which sort of motivated this episode, but it has a larger principle behind it. It was a company that did gamification. They were a company that were doing a Zoom about this really awesome gamification, really advanced, really cool graphics that looked like a game, and saying this is a great way to learn, and the company employees are very engaged and stuff. And it's like, great. So why are you doing a boring, everyday Zoom meeting instead of having this on your background or gamifying the event, the marketing to promote that which you're selling? It just made no sense to me because they weren't actually doing it. It was like, you're a gamification company who has really amazing stuff. You show us some static pictures of it or some background videos of it instead of saying, hey, everybody, here's our event. They could have done something so amazing that everybody would have left wanting to buy it or tell people about it because what they were doing. But instead, they did a very DIY, like what I'm doing here, level event, when clearly the capability of their company could have made it so much better. More to the point, this is about this last part. Be what you sell. And this isn't just embody what you sell, but demonstrate what you sell. If you wouldn't buy your own product, if you wouldn't consume your own product, why on earth? Let me put it another way. Why the would you expect anybody else to buy it? So like, oh, no. I don't use my coaching. I don't use my principles. That's for other people. I sell it to them. Well, if it's not good enough or valid enough to sell to other people, whatever it is you're doing, if it's like, oh no, my consulting, no, that's for other people. It's not for me. Then why would anybody have faith in it? It's like selling junk food and then refusing to eat it. I love junk food. But if you're pretending that junk food is healthy or something and you sell it to everybody else, but not yourself, well, you're kind of a hypocrite. And why would people want to buy stuff from a hypocrite who won't use their own product, who doesn't have faith in their own product? For example, as somebody who has developed their own exercise called a jumping kettlebell squat, that's a kettlebell swing with a jump at the top and a squat at the bottom. It's damn hard. It makes kettlebell swings look like a baby exercise. I use the high intensity interval training, 15 seconds of training, 5 seconds of rest, 3 times, then 2 minutes of rest. And then that Tabata, I do 15 times and I'm done. Once every second day, because if I don't, it's overtraining. It's very intense. If you want to sell something, first of all, you should be using, if it's possible, in your marketing, the techniques of which you are selling. If it's a product, you should be using the product. And I mean, really using it. Not it's like, oh, this is crap. I don't use it, but I'll use it. I'll pretend to use it now. If you don't believe enough in your product that you use it yourself, maybe you're not the right market. But if you wouldn't give it to your best friend, your mother, your grandparents, and be confident selling it to them, you should probably either get out of it or quit selling it. It's pretty easy to be congruent about what you're saying when you believe it, when you live it. This video is the 21st of 21 days in a row. One of my principles, quite honestly, let's use the right language for it, is every day. If you do something every day, it's the best way to do a habit. Even a rewarding habit tends to be more fragile than laying there doing nothing. I've been exercising for almost 40 years now, pretty regularly. But if I miss one day, if I miss one of my sessions, the probability that I miss the next one and the next one goes up exponentially. If I miss any, I tend to miss more, which is the cycle I'm in right now. But I take responsibility for that, get back to it. I don't make excuses. I own it. I forgive myself immediately and I get back to it. And that's another one of my techniques that I've learned from being me, from living my life and finding what works, as opposed to the pseudoscientific horse that's out there and people are selling. As you can tell, I say what I mean, but I also back up what I do and what I say. And if I don't know something, I'll say it. If the product is still in development or I only use it sort of, it's like, well, here's the new thing we're testing out. I'd love to hear from you. But there's no specific research to back it up. But there's research behind the techniques that bring it together, because that's the case with a lot of my products. Apply what you sell to your selling whenever possible. I have a product called an event funnel, which combines something called brain-centric design, which is a book, which is very good, except it was set up as a sales funnel. And there's some serious, since they're neuroscientists, I can't forgive them some really deeply flawed, overt errors in their book because they were too busy pushing out a book to sell something rather than to make a good book that would also sell something. So that's an example of not really being as congruent as maybe you could be. But brain-centric design, they have something called the challenge wheel. It's an amazing pedagogy, which aligned with everything I was already doing from 15 years of teaching English, but with some other things. So I really love that, combined with Robert Cialdini's 7 levers of influence to make what I call an event funnel. That's a Zoom event that doesn't suck. You can plug any information to. If you want to reach out to me and do that, great. It is in beta, but it's already better than the vast majority of things out there because most of the things out there are crap. They don't do anything beyond saying, hey, here I am. I'm going to lecture you about some stuff, and then I'm going to ask you to buy it. This is an example of that. My videos aren't set up the way my event funnel works because it's too much work for something I'm doing daily. But I am consistent in that doing a video every day being challenging and being time demanding, especially in terms of the transcription or the correction of the subtitles, I'll probably do it after the fact, is congruent. It was like, if you want to do something sustainable, especially something every day, then you need to design it in such a way that it's sustainable, that you accomplish it within your time frame. In that way, I live and do my principles, and that's how I'll do my marketing, and that's how I will run my business. That's it for today. My name is Tim B. Green. This was Crush It Club, episode 21, Meta Marketing, Be What You Sell. Bye for now.